back to Dad Riffs, and today we're going to be working on Pinball Wizard. You're going to want the floppiest pick you can find. The one I used yesterday was way too thick, and it was almost breaking the strings, and I beat up my thumb quite a bit. Definitely recommend the floppiest pick you can find. Very floppy. You got these two fingers on the 4th fret of the D and the G string, and then you got this little staircase thing going on. This will be a B minor. But you're not going to be hitting this root note. So just go like this, and then keep bouncing off this D string. And then you're going to take your pointing finger off. Very cool chord. I love that chord. And then you're going to put your pointing finger right here, but on the B string, and take your middle finger off. And then you're going to put your middle finger back on right here, and take your pinky off, so it sounds like this. And then you're going to take your middle finger off, and you're going to bar your pointing finger on that 2nd fret. Then you just take your pointing finger off. It's giving us kind of a Dream On type of feel, you know, that Aerosmith song. And then you go to this right here, staircase kind of style chord. And you're going to hit that open E on the bottom with it. And then you could scoot that whole thing down. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to mute the A string with your ring finger while you're hitting it on the D string, so you can really strum it like crazy without accidentally hitting that A string. So try to mute it the best you can with just like the little bit of the tip of the finger there. And then when you get to this drop down chord, that's when you can start doing the crazy strumming. If you're not used to strumming, this is a very difficult song to strum to because, like I said, you need that floppy pick. So that exact same shape and just scoot it all the way up here. Super cool with that E ringing out. So that's the chord. However, it starts off by putting your pinky right here, and then you take it off. And when you're strumming, you can actually throw your thumb right here to mimic that ridiculously loud electric guitar that comes in. And you can just kind of throw that in there, and then you can kind of do both at the same time. So it would sound like this. It's simple enough, you just scoot that down a whole step. And then, of course, same thing. But this time you're scooting it down a half step for the last chord. Sure plays a mean pinball. All right, so you got the chorus now, or what I consider the pre-chorus, and then it goes into the chorus. So you got a B power chord right here. A, D, and then E. And you could also do it down here. So you got B major, scoot that down to the A major, and then there you go, D and E. Yes, and so the chorus, you got E major, F sharp. I just kind of do power chords for that 2nd chord. So F sharp, power chord, and then go all the way up to this B. You could do it right here if you wanted to, but I kind of like the slide. So it does that 3 times. And then you go to a G, to a D, and then you kind of do this little thing. Pretty sure the electric guitar does that, but I'm trying to just do a blend of both of them. Now you got the how does he do it part. So you got this D, and then you take your middle finger and you put it right here. So it's almost like a C, but you still have your ring finger right here. And then walk down to here. And it definitely sounds like More Than a Feeling by Boston. But that's okay. Another really good song. Maybe we'll do that one of these days. I think it just does that really quick like. I think that's what he's doing. And then you got another verse to a chorus, and at the end of that chorus you got that D again. Except this time he takes the middle finger off. And then a really high-pitched key change with the verse again. And so you're doing what you did earlier right here, except instead of leaving that E string open, you're going to be barring it, and you're going to be doing it all the way down here, so it's a D major. And you still got the pinky thing going on. And then, of course, down here, this is all being strummed. Of course, scoot it down again. And you got that last one. Yes. And the last pre-chorus thing goes like this. You got a D, C, F, and then the weirdest ending ever, you got this A sharp 7. It's what the electric guitar is kind of playing with right there. There's like a little hammer on. And then I think he goes to there or something. Like, you can just mess around with an A sharp 7 right there. Good luck with the strumming. It's rather difficult to strum. I'm not used to this kind of stuff. Again, I had to use a floppy pick for this. I usually use a pick that's like a third of this size and really thick for the, you know, the just kind of picking stuff. But you want a big floppy for this one. Good luck, sir.